Okay, let's start the lesson. There are 3 types of repetitions available in Scratch. So you can write down this. Just addition to the repetition note, right? Just addition to the repetition note that we discussed last day. So there are 3 types of repetitions available in Scratch programming. The first one is, so when you know the number of steps. The number 1, when we know the number of repetitive steps, right? We can apply the first style. When we know the number of repetitive steps, we can apply the first style. First style is, so basically, you know, repeat. So this is, so number of times to repeat. Number of times to repeat is added here. This digit 10 or 10 means number of times to repeat. And repetitive instructions, you have to put the box. Repetitive instructions. You have to put it inside the box here. This is the first format. Okay, what is the second format? So first format is when you know the number of steps. So what is the second format? Can you remember? We have used this. Last week also we have used this. මොකක්ද දෙවෙනි format එක අපි ගිය සතියේත් පාවිච්චි කරා මේක. දෙවෙනි format එක, second format. What is that? Anyone? Hiruka?
Iteration.
Sorry?
Iteration.
Yeah, iteration, repetition, same thing. දෙකම කියන්නේ එකට. මම අහන්නේ දෙවෙනි format එක මොකක්ද? Format number 2.
The given condition is correct.
Yes, repeat until, basically repeat until the given condition become correct. Okay. Repeat based on a condition. We tell that repeat based on a condition. So that is the second way. Please write down this. There are 3 types of repetitions available in Python, in Scratch programming. The first one is when you know the number of steps. The second one is when you know a condition to terminate the repetition. When you know a condition to terminate the repetition. But here you mention condition to terminate. You have to mention it inside the box here. Condition to terminate. So what is the third format? Third format. So no need to write the Sinhala wordings. You can just write English one. So if you really need, you can write Sinhala one, right? Third one is repeat, or you can say endless iteration or endless repetition. Endless repetition. That means you are not going to end this. Endless or continuous repetition. So that is also there. So where you have to apply this structure, this forever. You are not going to stop that. You are going to repeat, 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 and repeat. Keep repeating. That is called endless or continuous repetition. Please write down all 3 repetition types quickly. Please write down all 3 repetition types. Repeat වෙන විදි 3ක් තියෙනවා. එකක් තමයි ඔයාට step දාන දන්නවා නම් ඒ ගානට sorry step 10යි කියලා දන්නවා නම් step 10යි. step 20යි කියලා දන්නවනම් step 20ක් repeat වෙන්න පුළුවන්. දෙවැනි එක තමයි මොකක් හරි condition එකක් දන්නවනම් repeat until අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් x කියලා එකක් තියෙනවා x කියන්නේ 1යි x 5ට වඩා වැඩි වුණාම නවත්තන්න. ඒ විදිහට condition එකක් දීලා අපිට repeat කරන්න. තුන්වෙනි එක තමයි endless. එහෙම නවත්තන්නේ නැහැ එක දිගටම repeat වෙනවා. ඒ වගේ එකක් කියනවා අපි endless repetition. හරි ඔය තුනම තියෙනවා repeat වෙන්න. දැන් අපි අර ඔයාලට මතක නම් ගිය සතියේ අර butterfly කෙනෙක් සමනලේ වල්ලන්න පූසෙක් පිටිපස්සෙන් යන එකක් අපි හැදුවා ඇනිමේෂන් එකක්. මම කිව්වා ඒක ඩෙවලොප් කරන්න කියලා පුළුවන් තරම්. I don't know how whether you have developed, but if you have developed you can show the screen. Already develop කරලා තියෙනවා නම් මට screen එක පෙන්නන්න. Then I can see whether you have done something or not. කරලා තියෙනවද නැද්ද කියලා බලන්න පුළුවන්. If anyone did, please share the screen. So I really like if someone did something, then we can enjoy that. හරි. ඉතින් කවුරු හරි කරලා තියෙනවනේ ඒක පෙන්නන්න. එතනදී අපි endless repetition එක. සමනලගේ තටු එක දිගටම මේව කර කර යා mouse එක move කරන පැත්තට යන්න ඕන. That is endless repetition. Continuous repetition. Okay, finish writing. Right, then the next thing is, so let's do something. So we have finished writing that, and okay, let's do an exercise there which is there in your book, referring to the grade 9 textbook. Okay, got a question. Okay, so if you have done that, can you share the screen? I'll give you the chance, right? Okay, so just share the screen and show this. Okay, now you can share the screen and show the game quickly, those who have done. Right, Dimat, you can just start. It's flat, no? Okay. Right, good. So it's rat is moving, cat is like just turning to his direction. Okay, steady. Okay, can it catch? Can it catch the cat? No.
I can do it, sir, but it's hard. I don't know how to do it.
Right. Okay. So you have to just try. But anyway, I'll explain that. Right. Let's do this. Anyway, we'll develop a small game in this chapter, even though that is not there in your book. So let's try to develop small game, and then you can enjoy this, right? Okay. Anyone else who did? It seems not. Right. Okay. Okay. I'll move to the lesson then. Right, okay, so let's move to the book note. So this is grade 9 English medium, the reading book. And actually we couldn't do according to the book, but we have done something beyond that. But there are some concept need to be covered in the book also. That's why I'm referring to this. Right. Okay, you can see the repetitions, not this. Right, you can see how repetition is applied by them. So this is the repetition types, and after that you have the applications of repetition. So this is one flow chart. So in flow chart, you can easily find the repetition, because in the flow chart, if you have repetition, there's a nice way to identify this is there's a circle. You can see this arrow is flowing down, unrolling, flowing down, and then this is going back and merging with this, and it's coming down. Means there's a circle. If there's a circle which has continuous arrow path, then that is called repetition. You can see this circle is that. The particular circle is this circle. So this is how you find repetition in the flow chart. Okay, then so this has shown how to get a number and how to print numbers. Actually, so you are getting a number, and the times, number of times 1, and first time you are multiplying the number by 1, it's 1, and increasing, show the answer, increase the times by 1, then, so for an example, let's say number is 12, then this is 12 times 1, and this is 12, and now this will become 2, now it is 12 times 2, then it is 24, now this will become 3, then this is 12 times 3, which is 36, then this will become 4, because 3 plus 1 is 4, then it's coming back, 12 times 4 is 48, likewise it's flowing up to 12 times 12, which is 144, it's flowing up to 144, and so then it will be again exceeding 12, that will become 13, then it will be ended. So that is the flow chart. So this is the implementation. Let's implement this in Scratch. So you can do this together with me. So I'm going to implement this flow chart in Scratch. You can do this with me. Implementing the same flow chart, right? Okay, first Scratch. Let's go to the Scratch interface. I'm going to send you the link. You can just access the link and do this. Link එකට යන්නකෝ. link එකට ගිහිල්ලා පටන් ගමු. අරගේ තිබ්බ එකම තමයි මම කරන්න යන්නේ. I'm going to click this start creating. And going inside, you can see this is first begin and get the number, and number of times is 1. So what are the variables here? Variables means the places which is used to store values. Values store කරන තැන් මොනවාද? වෙනස් වෙන values store කරන තැන්. Hello, can you tell?
Frequency.
Sorry? මේ flow chart එකේ තියෙන variables පුතේ මම අහන්නේ. මේ flow chart එකේ තියෙන variables මොනවාද? Get number කියන variable එකක්ද? නෑනි කරන්න ඕන input එකක්. Number of times කියන variable එකක්ද? ඒක change වෙනවද? බලන්න number of times වෙනස් වෙනවද? එකමද? එකද? නැත්නම් අගය වෙනස් වෙනවද? ඔගොල්ලෝ උත්තර දෙන්න.
So it's a variable, sir.
එක variable එකක්. ඒකේ අගය වෙනස් වෙනවා නේද? මෙතනදී 1යි පස්සේ එකක් එකතු වෙනවා, තව එකක් එකතු වෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ අගය වෙනස් වෙනවානේ. අගය වෙනස් වෙනවා. If the value is changing, then that is called a variable. I'm putting a stamp here. This is a variable. Anything else? තව මොනවාද? අගය වෙනස් වෙන
Multiple.
Yes, this you change the value. 2 variables. Anything else?
Quantity.
Quantity කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ? Quantity කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ? I didn't see them. Multiple is okay. Number of times is number is also changing, no? The get in, so get number, that number is also changing here because it's depend on the user. Get number can process එකක් එකෙන් ගන්න number එක change වෙන්න පුළුවන්. We don't know the number. This is also variable. You have 3 variables. Understood how to define variables? How to identify variables? So these are the change in values or the places used to store values. Places වල අපි value එකක් store කරනවා නම් අපි එකට කියනවා variable එකක් කියලා. Okay, we have 3 variables: number of times, number and multiple. හරි, අපි ඒ තුන store කරගමු. ඉස්සෙල්ලාම කරන්න ඕනේ. We have 3 variables. So let's erase this. We have 3 variables. What are they? Multiple, it's a variable. Number of times is a variable. Number is a variable. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to take the control event. When flag is clicked, you have to ask what is the number. now enter number or input number. So when you input the number, you have to store in the number variable. So set this number by reading the answer. Set this number by reading the answer. Then you have to tell how many number of times. So that is the second variable, number of times. You can say set number of times to 1 because you are going to start from 1. Number of times 1. And then what? Let's go and see. Then what? So you get the number of times 1. Then the repetition, you can see here. Repetition tama diyene me. Repeat වෙන එක tama දිගටම තියෙන්නේ. The repetition. Okay, let's add the repetition. Repetition, how many times you have to repeat? 12 times. 12 times. 12 පාරක් repeat වෙන්න ඕන. I'm going to control and tell that repeat 12 times. Repeat 12 times. Okay, 12 times මොනවද කරන්න ඕන? 12 times, calculate the multiple, show the multiple, increase the number of times. Calculate the multiple. That can be done. Set multiple to, you can multiply the two variables, that is number and number of times. Here, same name, number and number of times you have to multiply them, assign to the multiple. So done. Then display that. You have to go to the looks and tell, say this multiple. Say the multiple. So I'm limiting this to 0.5 seconds. Say the multiple, 0.5 seconds. Then say the multiple. Then what? Then I have to increase, change the number of times by 1. I'm going to increase the number of times. Change the number of times by 1. Okay, going back, repeat it. That's all. That's all. Just run this. Let's run this. You can see input a number. I'm going to input 11. Showing 11, 22, 38, 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, 99, 110, 12, 11, 32. Showing values quickly because we have just adjusted 0.5 and let's slow down 0.8. Okay, you can see input number 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 20, 100, 101, 102. So it's showing. So need to be more meaningful. I need more meaningful answer. Hey cat, don't tell just the values. Tell the calculation also. So I'm asking the cat, don't just tell the multiple. Tell, just join. Let's join here. You can say join, 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 join. First I'm asking to join. First I'm asking to join the number. That user has entered the number. Then I'm asking to put X to that, join in with X. Oh, I cannot join it because I need another join. Just go to the operations join. And I need another join. And I need another join. Is it enough? I have to join it with X. Join it with the number of times. And join it with equal. Join it with equal. And join it with the multiple. Okay, let's run this and you can see it's more meaningful than the previous version. Why? Because when I run this, you can see input number, I'm going to enter 13. You can see 13 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you can see it's meaningful. You can make it faster, right? Even you can make this cat faster, 0.1. You can see input number. Let's enter 8, 9. You can see calculating so faster. But you can't read then, no? So just increase the time to 0.8 would be better. Right, shall we try this? Shall we write this quickly? Okay, the flow chart is there in your book, so no need to write that. It is there in your book, the page number 35. Just tell page number 35. So what do you have to write? The stretch program is there, but I really need you to adjust that and write it this way by joining with this. Please do this quickly. If you need help, please ask. I'm ready to help you, right? දව කොන්න නහන්න වැරදිලා තියෙනවා නම් වරදිනා නම් තේරුනේ නැත්නම් මොනවා හරි ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම අහන්න. එහෙම නැත්නම් මන්ට ඔයාට ප්‍රශ්නේ දිගටම තියෙනවා. ඒතර මමත් අසාර්ථකයි මටත් ඔයාට ගන්න බැරි වෙනවා. That's right. Right, okay. So can we change this to, okay, so small question. Can we change this to print 1 times to 12 times table? Can we change this to print 1 times to 12 times table? එක් වරක් ඉඳන් 12 වරක් වෙනකන් ඔක්කොම print කරන්න change කරන්න පුළුවන්. If so, where we are going to change? Which part we are going to change? If you want to change, which part we are going to change? 1 times එක් වරක් ඉඳන් 12 වරක් දක්වා print කරන්න. කොතනද අපි වෙනස් කරන්න ඕන? Yes. Dimat. එක් වරක් ඉඳන් 12 වරක් වෙනකම් print කරන්න ඕන. දැන් 12 පාරක් print වෙනවනේ මේකේ. මෙතන දෙන සංඛ්‍යාව තමයි 12 පාරක් print වෙන්නේ බලන්න. දැන් මම මෙතන මේක run කරනකොට මම මෙතන 10 දුන්නොත් 10 වරක් එකේ ඉඳන් 10 වරක් 12 වෙනකම් print වෙනවා. මට ඕනේ එහෙම නෙමෙයි. මට ඕනේ එක් වරක් ඉඳන් දෙවරක් තුන් වරක් හතර වරක් පස් වරක් හය වරක් ඔය විදිහට 12 වරක් වෙනකම්ම print වෙනවා. දැන් කොහොමද මම දෙන්න ඕන? Yes. හිතන්න ඕන. හිතලා කියන්න. කොහොමද මම change කරන්න ඕන? දැන් මම දෙන නම් එකනේ මේ print වෙන්නේ. මෙයා දැන් කරන්න දෙන එක. මම දුන්නොත් 8 වරක් 8 කියලා දුන්නොත් එයා 8 වරක් print කරන්න. 7 දුන්නොත් 7 times. If I give 7 times. If I give 6 times. If I give 5 times. But I need all the times, like 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, like this, everything together. So how to do this? So now actually, so if you are going to give from 1 time to 8 times, do you need to give input? Or you can just mention? Okay. You can just tell start from 1. So no need to this. You are just printing the number, no? But number you can just set it to 1 because you know that you are going to start from 1. Number is 1. Right? No need to set number to answer because you know the number is 1. Then you know it will print 1 times table. But after printing the 1 times table, what you have to do? After printing, this will print 1 times table, right? Here. So this will print 1 times table. But after printing 1 times table, let's keep going. Okay, 1 times up how? 1 times 1, 2, 3, 4. Just keep repeating. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, it's repeating up to 12. Repeating up to 12. So starting from 1 to 12. But after that, I have to start doing that again with the 2. After finishing that, I have to change this to change this by change number by 1. And I have to repeat that how many times? I have to repeat the entire process again 12 times. So let's use again this repeat 10 times loop. And I'm going to put 12 here. So this entire set needs to be repeated 12 times. This entire set, including this entire set, need to be repeated 12 times. So let's see now. 1 times, showing 1 times. 1, 10, 11, 12. Okay, now finish 2 times, started. And sprinting up to 2 times 12. Now 3 times, started. 3 times 1, 3 times 2, 3 times 3 times twice. So this is repetition inside repetition, double repetition, repetition inside repetition. So that is also possible. Okay, so write down this as a question. Question. Draw a flow chart and write stretch code to insert an integer, then print one times to 12 times of that integer. Actually, we have done that. The second part of this, change the above code to print 1 times to 12 times tables. Example, 1 times 1 equal 1, 1 times 2 equal 2, dot, 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 up to 12 times 12 is equal to 12 times 12 is 12 times 1 is equal to 12, again dot dot dot, 12 times 12 is equal to 144. You have to do up to this. Okay, please write the question. This is the complete question. Please write that and now do the adjustments. Now write down the adjusted one. And you saw that, so this one is the adjusted one. And before that, before this one, what we had? We just had this, except this, we had this part. And we just set the number to the answer and just ask to input the number. Ask what is, or enter a number. So then you just set that number to the answer. And also you said, sorry, this was the previous one, right? Set the number of times to 1. And start repeating 12 times and just print it. You can see, when you ask, it's printing any number to up to 12 times. This is what we have done. Right. This is the first version, and second version also, you know. Right, let me add both versions here, then you can. But rather than copying, I would really love if you can try this, right? තනියෙන්ම try කරනවා නම් හොඳයි. මම කරන දේ එක බලන් ඉඳලා කරනවට වඩා that will really give you additional skill, right? If you can do that, really give you additional skill which will definitely polish your brain. So polishing your brain is like added advantage of this class, because So I think in other classes, you are just using your brain. But this one, if you can think, it will definitely polish your brain. You can see the implementation of both, right? The first one and the second one. I have not added the flow chart, but you can see the code, stretch code. Please do this quickly. Please adjust and write that in your book. Adjust your code and write in your book. So if you disconnect, please connect to the same link, right? Connect, disconnect, no, make it connected. Mail link